to Sue Where Why What. Today we're going to have a look at the technical equipment that I take with me now on every trip. And the reason I thought this was quite an important thing to go through is that I have built this up through the last few trips, which have been extended or just real mind-blowing trips where I've taken loads of photos. And having been on the brink of disaster too many times to be comfortable and potentially losing everything, this is how I've developed the kit that I take, so I thought it might be useful to cover. So this is what it looks like, which I admit seems like an awful lot of stuff, but believe you me, there's a reason for everything, so that I don't lose anything and it's light and more portable. The first thing is my Kindle. So I take my Kindle and I download all the books I need to read on there. It makes it lighter, takes up less space than carrying a whole library of books or doing book swaps as you go on. So I really like my Kindle. So that is the first thing that goes in the bag. So next, I think, is a really important thing. This is my phone. And the reason I have the iPhone is I found out which of the phones takes the best photos. And I was recommended the iPhone. Plus the fact that I'll come back onto my laptop, it connects, all the photos go directly to my laptop. And the other reason, I have big storage on my phone. And that has come from running out of space too many times to mention, having to delete apps that are really essential for me for traveling, and that's not great. The other thing that's on my phone is a battery pack. So I was bought this as a gift last year, and it's actually a fantastic thing to buy anyone who travels. So what I can get is I can get 3 charges out of just one charge of my phone. So as long as I charge it overnight, as soon as my phone starts going down, all I need to do is just press the button at the back and it charges it back up again. Next is a new addition to my travelling for 2 reasons. 1 is small and 2 is light. I've been looking for a speaker for ages. This one lasts for a long time with 1 battery charge, and it actually does an amazing volume for something so small. Now, this is part of my evolution. I have this bag which has all sorts of travel adapters for all sorts of countries. This one I loved on my recent trip because it's got 2 USB ports, and most things charge now with USB. But I've now neglected all of these, so I'm throwing all of those away because I found this, which is a Universal Travel Adaptor. Takes up no space, comes in a case. It has 4 USB sockets and it basically goes to anything. So you just put up whichever one you want. British, European, you can plug anything in the back, and like I say, it's got your 4 USB, and you can put it in a little carry case, and it also comes with this really neat little cord, which there's a USB, and then here is either the iPhone or an Android charger. Next thing, everything always runs out of battery power exactly when you don't need it. This is great. It ticks all the boxes in terms of everything I need. Small, doesn't take up much space, and also very light. My camera, not small or light, but it's brilliant. I love this camera. It takes such amazing photos and has a really good zoom on it. One of the big lessons I learnt on one trip was which memory card to use. I used to spend all my time with 16 gigabytes until I spent 2 months in South America. And at the end of 2 weeks in Argentina, I'd taken 1,000 photos and I completely run out of memory card. And that's not the kind of situation that you need. Although you can now buy memory cards in all sorts of places and probably get them cheaper than you can at home, you don't really want to be in that situation where you run out, where you really don't need it. So what I have in here now is 64 gigabytes. So I have a 64 gig memory card in my camera, and that has lasted me for a really, really long time. And with my camera comes a big charger, unfortunately. So I have to take this, and I have to take a big plug. So probably the next few things that are really important. I take my laptop with me, and I have a MacBook Air because I'm a travel blogger and because at the time I bought it, it was one of the lightest ones I could get. And when it's all working, my phone and my laptop share photos. But as well as my laptop, I now have 2 memory sticks. So I have these 2, and basically one of these contains the same amount of storage as my laptop. So I carry 2 of these around with me, one attached to my keys, so I'm never going to lose those, and they go in my main pack. And then I have one that is just randomly put somewhere, and then I have my laptop. So at the end of any trip or any country, I load all my photos onto these 2 different sticks and this. So this is a 1 terabyte external hard drive. And the reason I have this is like my mecca of where I keep everything. So because I'm blogging, I want to have photos that I've taken in previous trips available to me. And the best way I could think of doing this is to get my hard drive. So this I carry around with me. I know I've got all my old photos, but if I'm to lose those, it's not a major disaster. So you're actually watching me on my GoPro, which is another piece of equipment, which is very important to me. And again, I had a situation where I ran out of storage space because I like taking photos on my GoPro. So I got this, again, small, compact, to look after memory cards. And I don't actually fill it at all. But what I do have, I use 3 of these so that I've always got a clean one and a clear one for my GoPro. And you need the adapter. One of the other reasons I love this laptop is it has 2 USB points. So I can put a USB in there, and I can put a USB in there. And it also has space for my memory card for my camera. So that means at any time I can download everything that I've just taken onto my laptop, edit it, send it, post it, whatever, direct. And then just in case, I normally carry a couple of these for my camera as well, just in case. And thankfully I've never needed them. And then all you need is your chargers. So again, unfortunately, big piece of equipment comes with a big charger, and then I always have to have 3 cables. So I might limit these. Now I have my super cable that goes with my super adapter, but I have an iPhone one. I have an Android one for everything else. And unfortunately, this needs a separate one on itself for my GoPro. And there you have all the lessons I've learnt along the way. So I hope you find that useful. I hope you don't have to go through one of those heart sink moments of thinking that you've lost everything that you've just done. But again, thank you very much for joining me on Sue Where Why What, and I hope you found the bulletin useful. Thank you.